I should have talked to Jamie to start this out, huh?
While we're talking about this, though, this is not. There's bad things that come with this.
Yeah, and that's what I was
explain it to you.
Yeah.
All right. So me and Jamie were talking in the back chat last night. Jamie said that his show was the second most watched Georgia Shooting Connection ever. Now, here the issue is, if I start streaming this over on my chat right now and people start jumping in, the people in your side chat, Hillbilly, cannot see their comments.
Mm-hmm.
So that causes an issue. The other issue is, even though Jamie got all those views last night,
right,
20 of those people that were in my side chat are probably already subscribers to Georgia Shooting Connection. Well, I got credit for all the views on my channel, and Jamie only got credit for the views on his channel. So they got to get that part of it fixed. They need to merge the chats, and they need to make sure whoever's hosting the chat is getting all the credit. And right now it doesn't do that.
Yeah. Okay. And that's exactly why I wanted to touch this topic tonight, because, a lot of us do stream, there's even people in the side chat that streams. And so that's something I thought, we'll kind of get on this topic tonight and for a little bit and find out what's working, what's not working, the pros and cons of it. And evidently, what not to do to start that out, because I did not have that check marked. So, Jamie, after last night, how do you feel about it? Like just like Chris was saying, he was sharing it, I was sharing it. How did you feel about it with the Georgia Shooting Connection? Would you rather have it? Would you rather not? Or you still kind of undecided? Because this is new to all of us.
I absolutely love it. Anytime we can spread our reach in the gun community and the 2A stuff, man, that's a win-win.
Yeah, and I believe they'll get the bugs out of it, eventually develop it more. That's what I believe they'll do.
Well, like Chris said, he got credit for some views. Like if I started streaming this right now, I'd have to pay attention to my audience over there. But you'd be surprised how many people. I mean, we think of us all as one, and we are. But at the same time, you have folks that watch Georgia Shooting Connection, don't watch Hillbilly Up, don't watch Chris from the 740, and you got and vice versa and all around. So anytime we can share the love, and I just think that's a positive thing, and I think it improves all of our outreach, and it will help all of our analytics is what I'm thinking down the road, especially like Emmett said, once they get the bugs worked out of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they tend to, StreamYard tends to work on their, when they release something, they always seem to refine it. They talk about, I actually watch their workshop sometimes during the day.
Yeah. So they have come a long ways from what I understand, from when they first started doing it.
Yeah.
So, boy, you must really be bored, brother.
I think the biggest thing is right now, the technology's not there yet. So you need to, if you are going to stream it over on your other channel, you need to tell all those people to go over to the other one. And then Rob and I talked about this earlier, and he just brought it up out in the side chat. He said, it sucks because there's 3 notifications going out for the same show. So that kind of is an issue too, is on the viewer's side, not on our side, the content creator guys. But for them, they're like, okay, well, what's going on here? I just got hit with this show, but it's all the same show. It's just streaming across different platforms. I agree with what Jamie said. It is awesome to be able to bring people over from one person's channel to another, but it's also a nightmare when you're trying to stream and you're trying to tell, because you, like last night during the Georgia shooting connection, I had 28 people watching on my side, and you're trying to explain to them that everything they're writing in the side chat, nobody's seeing that over on the GSC side.
Confusing.
So yeah.
Yeah, and that's one thing I wish all the chat from everybody's stream would go straight into the host's stream and have it all funnel straight to there. Everybody can see it, and the host can pick up on all the comments and put it straight on the screen. That's the one thing that I would like, because it's great when you can rebroadcast it through all of our channels. But if you can't have everybody interconnected,
this is
the
what
way I feel on it,
Pat.
that's the way I feel on it.
This is the way I felt last night. Is as the host, I felt like I was getting everything over here. I felt almost bombarded. I could put comments up from and
there it is. They fixed it.
Ann was watching on Chris from 740, but I was getting complaints because people that were watching on Hillbilly Up's channel couldn't see Ann's comments, but we could see them all on the StreamYard side. And so,
right.
As to happen is I can put up all the comments and address them as the host, but Chris would have to address those on that side of the things, just like Hillbilly had to do his, and Hillbilly was not only streaming to YouTube but to Twitter as well.
Yeah,
yeah, and that's the kind of thing I'm getting concluded to was it's not all a conglomeration coming and funneling into the host's site where everybody can see everything right on the host site, and you put it perfectly, Jamie. You really did. With everything coming in and some people not being able to see this or that. So yeah, and hopefully they get things worked out a little bit better, because everybody needs to be able to see everybody, even if it's simulcasted out to other channels.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Everybody needs to be able to come right together.
You can actually.
Go ahead, Elliot.
You can actually contact StreamYard and talk to them, and they like input from you. So,
but
that's what I learned, Jamie, watching that stuff.
That's the thing you got to factor in, though. You got, okay, let's just say this one channel over here has got 3,000, 4,000 subscribers, and this guy's got 300. Yeah, you want to help them out. I mean, if you can help them make their channel bigger, you definitely want to do that. But then you look at like comments out there by Rob or Woods where they're like, well, I might have to unsubscribe to some of these channels because I don't want to be getting bombarded with that. Well, you got to think about, why do we do this? We do it for our subscribers. So like me personally, I don't want to lose Rob or Woods because both of them are like my brothers. I mean, these guys are family, friends, whatever you want to call them. I don't want to lose their subscriptions because I enjoy talking to these guys every day. So we got to kind of we got to figure out what is the balance here. How, is this going to work to help, or is it going to hurt us? So right now, the way StreamYard is running this, it's hurting us, but hopefully they get the bugs worked out.
Yeah. And one thing I'd like to add too,
there's the guy.
When I stream this, I stream to mostly Facebook, Twitter, and 2 different Discords. So on Twitter and the Discords, they can watch it, but they cannot comment. They would have to go over onto YouTube. But the ones I got from last night, Jamie, was those people, even though they've seen you on here, they had not seen your show. So hopefully that's going to bring you some new subscribers. I'm hoping it's going to work for us like that also, because they, may have never heard of, even though you may have talked on here, Georgia Shooting Connection, but, they may have not like seen some of the content that you have over there or, vice versa. So, it's looking like a little bit of a double-edged sword. So hopefully, they can get everything worked out to where, we can have the best of both worlds there. And sorry, Gary, I didn't see you jump on. It was the way this is down below, and I didn't see it. I apologize, buddy. So,
not a problem.
You want to say something about this, bud?
But I was going to say, really, it's working the way StreamYard designed it to work. They never intended for the chats to all be together. And I don't know that they could do that because of the limitation of YouTube, because really YouTube treats every one of those. If you stream as a guest, as far as YouTube concerns, that's a separate stream. It has nothing to do with your channel, and they can't really connect the two together. StreamYard's doing everything in the background. So the way it is, because I streamed from Chris's stream yesterday, and I could have my chat up on the YouTube side, and I could see my chat. I could reply to my viewers, and all my viewers could see was the comments being made on my stream. So they couldn't see everything that Chris's people were saying unless Chris highlighted them and put them on a screen. Otherwise, they weren't seeing the comments off Chris's chat. So it kind of treats it individually. I could talk to my viewers, and stuff like that. I could send messages to him. Chris couldn't. I mean, Chris could send messages in the main chat, but in StreamYard now, Chris could see everybody's chats coming in, but he couldn't reply. Like he could see if people replied on my channel that would pop up on his screen, but he couldn't reply to them. I would have to do that. So, okay. And I'm not real sure how they'd make it work to where they could authenticate to all those channels and allow them to connect together, because everybody's got separate credentials and stuff like that. So now I don't work for StreamYard, and certainly StreamYard, here's what you really ought to do at 8:00 p.m. Central Time every Sunday night. 9:00 Eastern, 8:00 Central, StreamYard on their YouTube channel, they have a town hall where the two cool. Founders of StreamYard have about a half hour, 45-minute long stream. You can ask them questions in there.
Yeah.
You can also go to StreamYard on Facebook. They have a Facebook page, and you can post questions and stuff there. So they are certainly, I have spoken to the actual founders of StreamYard about issues I've had. Now, a lot of times they would prefer you do stuff in the chats and stuff like that. Like Sunday night's a good time. That's where if they're going to have a new feature like this, I knew about this a week ahead of time because they announced it in that chat. So you can tell what's coming up for StreamYard. So if you're really into StreamYard and use it a lot like everybody on here does, I would definitely check out that StreamYard town forum or town hall or whatever they call it on Sunday nights. And but yeah, they're good people, good company, and they have made changes to things based on user comments. And definitely, if you got a suggestion, give it to them. Maybe they can do it. So
I think that's great advice, Gary. And look at the end product, folks. It's all about communicating with a larger community. Even if they cannot fix that to our liking, it's still broadcasting us to a larger community.
Yeah.
Well, what it do for me now, if I have, let's say I have my Friday night chat, and somebody like Chris, for example, he's got a few more subscribers than me. If he shares that stream and somebody sees this chat and it says Gizzard Gary, it's like, oh, this is a cool show. Maybe I ought to subscribe to that, So I kind of look at it as an opportunity for everybody to if a big channel does that, then I've got chances to pick up a few extra viewers and stuff. Maybe they won't, but it's not going to hurt anything. Most of the people who's going to view me are going to view me on my channel anyway. But if they watch on Chris's channel, they might see, hey, this Gizzard Gary's all right. Maybe I ought to subscribe to him. I don't know if that'll work or not, but it's worth it. It's worth a shot. Anytime we can expand the number of people who might not get notifications on one, but say, oh, well, looky here. My buddy Chris is on here and he's part of this cool chat, so I'm going to watch that. I don't see that to me as a downside for me. I might pick up a few less viewers. I don't really care. I don't monetize my live chats. It's not going to make me a nickel or a dime either way. So that's just my opinion on it. And that and maybe $2 or $3 might get you a cup of coffee if you don't go to Starbucks.
I think.
What is Starbucks?
That's where you give them your wallet and say, "Well, give me some change back, please," for some nasty coffee.
I'm not familiar with that word, Starbucks. I don't.
It's a great place to get free Wi-Fi.
I want to say right now, one thing I noticed, guys. This is my first time with somebody sharing it. So when these comments are popping up on the side chat, when somebody just like that heading back to Hillbilly's channel, so Walter got on somebody else's channel. Well, over here on the deal, it shows me there's like a little circle, like a link. Yeah. So I know that comment come from somebody else's deal. So that makes it really nice because then I can highlight that and, to the, or if, at least I know it's like they're on somebody else's channel.
Right. And the confusion that comes from that, I'm sure, is when you highlight that, you've got people in your chat that are going to say, oh, hey, and, the person who made that comment's not going to see it because they're not on your chat. So I can see a little bit of confusion there. Not that you shouldn't highlight things, but I think it ought to come up on the screen somehow when you highlight it and say, this isn't coming from my chat. So maybe they'd know, oh, that's why I can't see it.
Yeah. Yeah. And,
you
that's
understand what I'm saying there?
Discussion tonight is because it's kind of new to all of us. And, and I thought, man, what a great topic to have since, we can try to figure some things out on it and, help everybody out. So,
and I'm glad Gizzard jumped in because he's definitely the go-to guy for tech stuff. And
I'm an old IT guy by trade before I retired, so
yeah, he's the guy I bugged to get myself started on YouTube. So he's heard enough of me.
I think the way we need to look at it is like Elliot said, watch those videos when you get the chance and learn as much as you can. Like Gary said, go to their town hall, learn as much as you can. But I think the way us as what they call YouTube creators, and I got a very strong problem with that term. But anyway, I think the way we need to look at it is we're hosting a watch party on our channel. It's like March Madness, and I'm having a watch party on my channel. Chris is having a watch party on his. Gary's having a watch party on his. Hillbilly's having a watch party on his. We got to take care of our people, but at the same time, the real problem I've got with it is the people that are only watching on my channel are not able to interact with the people that are watching as a whole. And
exactly.
That's going to limit us in growing the 2A community, but it's also going to expose people that only watch my channel to people that only watch Chris's, that only watch Hillbillies, that only watch Gary's.
And maybe you should encourage, it might not hurt to encourage somebody, hey, if you're gonna stream this yourself, do you mind putting a link to the mainstream? So if people want to jump into the mainstream, they can do that. Because I'd certainly do it.
Yeah.
I think we should do that at the top. Like
Mhm.
Pin the
like
comment. Pin it.
Agreed.
blue, like a posted comment in blue.
Mhm.
Because in the end, I'm not trying to up my view count. I don't need that. I'm not trying to upstage hillbilly or anything like that. He's the star of this
Yeah.
show.
Well,
No,
and-
because
and-
it's not.
and-
It's not
and
about.
and I'll-
It's not about upstaging. It's not about
Yeah,
upstaging. It's
totally.
about sharing.
Right.
Right.
I-
Yeah, and I'll chirp in here for just a second. And I know there's people on my side who don't watch Hillbillies or Chris's or Georgia or Gizzards that when I saw that, the first instinct was, okay, here is a opportunity to get these guys' channels out further. And that's what first thing that came into my mind. Expand it out and get all the people on everybody that's subscribed to me and blast it out there, in which I think it will in the short term. But if they don't, Gary had the right word for it, the development of it. So that way, everybody, if you're streaming it, the best way I could see this unraveling or rolling together with all the channels is when you simulcast all this stuff, is when somebody links in to yours, and I know Gary touched on it briefly, but when everybody comes to your channel, that they're able to comment directly to the host's channel, and everybody can funnel straight in from there, even from everybody else's channel. And honestly, I think that'd be great because you could spread that thing like wildfire as long as everybody could come together. You know what I mean?
They want to come together though, Pat. Maybe they want to stay in, like New York Outcast said, maybe in their own little cliques, and that's okay too.
Yeah.
Well, right, and I can understand that, but at the same time, I'm trying to get everybody to, they don't have to comment, just like people that watch any of our live streams or anything. They don't have to comment. They don't have to sound off that they're there. They just like to come in and watch.
Well, let's say you got a smaller channel, say 300-400 subs, that decides they want to do a live stream, and they've only got 5 or 6 people in there. If somebody who's got 10,000 subs happens to be a friend of theirs, jumps on a panel and shares a stream, all of a sudden you've got possibility of 10,000 people viewing that who otherwise wouldn't even known it existed. And if they all of a sudden see this new character doing a stream and they like it, they might just go ahead. If I was that guest with the 10,000 subs, I'd say, here's my buddy. Here's a stream. You all ought to subscribe to him. In fact, I'd put a link out there in my chat. Subscribe to this guy right here. That's a way of helping to promote your buddies and stuff like that. Now, I think it's a responsibility of the people who are doing the guest streaming to help promote the host, but that's something, it's going to be on their conscience and stuff like that. But I think that's the way we spread the word and build all of our channels together.
Yeah, and I would like to also say something here, Gary, with reply to Rob's comment. You thought it was a cutthroat to the host, and this is just my opinion. So the only reason I found out about Rob was Travis P11 seen. So this is how the whole thing starts. Travis P11 seen my videos. He asked me to be on one of his lives. It was all new to me. I didn't even know you guys did this. Okay.
Wow.
Well, that day I was on there, Chris was on there. I found out he had a live and a channel with other people. So, then like I was on Chris's channel. Well, I seen, New York Outcast. I seen other people, So I didn't stop subscribing from Chris because I seen New York Outcast's channel, it just, what it did is it brought more of a, family together. Then I start meeting new people, and and I'm just like, my goodness, this is a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying this. I'm having a great time. And that's why this started, because I'm like, man, this is great. I wish somebody did it on Saturday nights, and Chris is like, well, do it. I'm like,
well, Hillbilly, this is no different than us mentioning other people's channels in our video.
Yeah. Right.
Chris just, blessed me with mentioning me in a video that I gave him a gift, and I never, ever expected or anticipated or wanted him to mention me in the videos, but he did. And I mentioned him in mine. I mentioned other YouTubers in my videos. Just that it's just a brotherly thing to do. And
Absolutely.
This is just another addition to it.
Yeah. And I mean, I think personally, so far, I know it'd be nice to see everybody's chats and all that stuff, but regardless, so far from what I'm seeing, I'm liking it. Because I literally had, some comments today and everything that had watched Chris's live last night and Gary's, that was like, oh man, I didn't realize that, I seen them on your deal, but I didn't realize, I heard they did lives or whatever, but I really liked it, and so, hopefully, they went and subscribed, and they're going to be watching their lives too. It's on a different night than mine or whatever. But it, so far I've had positive response from it from my subscribers, and I hope that it's something that is going to work out good for everybody. But I don't care if I get the views or the credit or whatever for what Moondog's sharing or somebody else is sharing. That don't matter to me. There's new people out there that I might not know and that I like to visit with, and you're glad they're on here. I just really appreciate it. To me, it's exciting. And anybody watching my videos, it's hard for me to get excited.
Yeah, I don't agree with your Cowcast comment. I don't think it's taking anything away. I think it's adding to each person's individual channels.
Yep.
The end product.
Agreed.
It's adding subscribers, it's adding viewers, and it's also giving your current subscribers and consistent reviewers or consistent viewers, not reviewers, viewers, a different perspective of you.
All right, can I say something real quick?
You bet.
I'm doing
Chris.
a little test here. Okay, I got your chat running over on mine right now, and I got 7 people watching. So I just shared the link to your show and told everybody to go over and subscribe. So Hillbilly, see what your subscriber count is right now, and let's see if it goes up.
Okay.
And I want to make a big apology to Luke Walsh out there. I accidentally put him in timeout. I hit the wrong button. And
I did that, man.
Luke, we love you, brother. I did not mean to do that. Don't unsubscribe from
Here he is. Here he is. Chris.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. That was on purpose.
It's embarrassing.
It is very embarrassing, Luke. I did not mean to do that. We're testing something here.
Yeah, he didn't like the logo, Luke. He didn't like the logo.
Yeah, I seen that pop up on the screen, Chris, and I didn't know who he was. I thought, man, that feller's being bad. Somebody kicked him, timed him out.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Where is Eagle Run commenting from?
My side.
Okay. Now I knew as a person back here that he was not here because I was looking in the StreamYard side, Hillbilly and you all, and I seen him, but when I went into the front side of YouTube, and he was not in your channel, Hillbilly, or in your side chat. So I automatically knew just like that he was probably going through someone else.
So right now, like I can tell you over on my side right now, I got Eagle Run, Clover Tax over there.
Right.
Now, can they see these highlighted I'm trying to
Yeah,
highlight
now
everybody, Chris.
yeah, they can see the highlighted stuff.
Okay.
But what you
Mike,
can see,
I got Mike over there on my side. Walter's just testing the waters on both sides. So is Casey, and so is MacMan.
But what the host can see now, Hillbilly can see who is coming over from the other chats because it has a little bracket symbol.
Yeah, but I
now when I'm looking on my StreamYard screen, I don't see that. So they all
I can't tell where they're coming from though. I just know it's a shared.
Right.
I couldn't tell, but I knew on the front side of YouTube that he had to be in someone else's when I seen him comment. Right. That's the only clue I had earlier. So
how did you know that?
Because he was in Eagle Run was showing up here in Hillbilly Stream commenting. I went on the front side of YouTube in another browser in Hillbilly's main broadcast, and he was not there.
Yeah.
Okay. And as soon as I seen him not there, up a few times when he said something, and I said I spoke to him too, then I realized it. That's how.
So the reason I ask Elliot is when you're hosting and you get something from another channel, there's a little chain link on their comment. That's how you tell.
Okay. I hadn't seen that part yet.
And I'm not seeing any of that right now.
No, I haven't either.
So you can't see that tonight, Jamie, but when he's hosting, you can see it, what I see.
Okay.
Right. I'm a guest and I can't see it, but when
I appreciate that too.
So
when I was hosting
so Luke is now saying that he can see MC's comments, so that must mean he's now subbed to Hillbilly, and Mike just subbed over here. So this is what we wanted to do. Is this right here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Exactly.
Okay, so now we're getting the cross-pollination that we want to do.
Yeah, but we got to make sure when we're streaming to our channels that we're telling people to come over here and subscribe, because that's what.
Yeah, we definitely have to. Yeah.
So we could just share the link. Is that right, Chris? Like for instance, like you could just share my link tonight.
Yeah,
yours, and that would give them. Or do we need to share the whole channel? Or
no, I shared the link to this channel or to this stream in my side chat. That way they can just click on it and subscribe to your channel, and then they can jump over here and listen to it in real time or however you want to call it. But
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I sure appreciate that a lot. Honestly, I do. Then, like, they could just jump back and forth. Then, whatever they want to do, they
can. I mean, I don't care if they're over. I would just rather have them come over here and chat with everybody. This is what I want to do with it. Is if I'm going to share a channel stream on my side, I just want to try to get them all to come over here and subscribe.
Okay. So. Yeah. Okay, yeah. That's why, I mean, we need to work the bugs out on this, and I'm glad we are doing it right now. And so...
Yeah, but as it is, Hillbilly, liberal minds are melting, dude.
Yeah. You ain't kidding.
Now, I did have a couple people, because I was explaining to them Friday night that, how this worked and that they could do this. I did have a couple people in my stream that were concerned. They said, well, what if somebody says something stupid on your chat and gets you a channel strike? Wouldn't we all get channel strikes too? And it's like, yeah, that's a risk you do take. But you would have to basically cut that stream off and delete it off your YouTube. Now, I will tell you this, because Chris and I found this out the other day. If you are streaming this now as a guest, and you leave the chat, it's going to keep streaming on your channel. You actually have to go and shut down your stream on a StreamYard screen first before you leave.
Okay.
Because I had to leave for a while because I had company. Somebody knocked on my door and I was gone for about 30 minutes. I came back to see if he was still running, and it said I was still alive. And it's like, huh. Okay.
So basically what Gary's saying is, don't you ever leave Gary unattended.
Chris, got a question for you. Did you start your stream in the same exact browser? Like if you're using...
No, I started on another computer. So now we've got Okay, so we're getting a lot more jumping in on my side now.
Okay.
So we've got Pistol Pete, we got Hobby Soba over there, and Alaska One Andy. So we're kind of doing a test here, guys. So Pistol Pete, Hobby Sobo, and Alaska One Andy, if you guys are not subbed to Hillbilly Up's channel, what we're trying to do is drive you over here. So I'm going to throw a link out in the side chat. And what I'd like you guys to do is click on that link, come over here and subscribe and watch the stream over here.
Okay, so I think that what you're doing, Chris, I think would probably be the best thing for us to do. Correct, then. So when, just like you're doing, like when I was streaming off sharing a Georgia Shooting Connection, and then Gary Gizzard, I was answering questions over on mine, and then like everything was highlighted, they could see it, but they weren't seeing it because I could see my YouTube side. And all those other chats weren't coming through. So what the best thing probably to do is, I'm just asking, is for me to tell those guys, okay, they're coming in on my side, post a link and say, hey, there's a whole bunch of us over here on this one. So if you want to jump on over there and subscribe and, then you can see all the other comments, correct?
Always make the main streamer show. All of us has to help if we do this.
Yeah. So see, like now we've got Jacob Cochran just jumped in. Now he's on my side. James Pollard's coming in from my side. So what we want what the goal is to try to get everybody over here and subscribe to you.
Okay.
It's called the lipstick attraction.
Yeah.
You're coming to my channel. It's called Lipstick.
Boy, if you could get 40 or 50 people, people doing this and running it right, working with you, wow.
Put that ruby red lipstick on it.
And I'd like to also add, it's been said, but since like some other people's jumped in, I feel like for me personally, a lot of us would like subscribers and all that, but like Gary said, he don't monetize his, Chris don't monetize his, so it's not so much like, even for me, of getting getting all the extra subs and everything, even though they are nice to have and meet new people, because you're sharing stuff with them, but it's to broaden out, because Chris, I'm just going to use these two because since we shared the screens last night together, Jamie, Chris, for instance, they do stuff on their channels, and they're like that I don't do. I don't do optic reviews and all the reviews Chris does. And what Chris, when Chris and these other, all the other guys, when you guys do reviews, I trust your word. So why I would love for people on my subs to come over here and watch stuff on your guys' channel that I'm not giving them, I'm not showing how, I'm not talking about, casting bullets or reloading, but I want them to know that. And so far as I'm concerned, it's, bringing a service to people to subscribe to my channel. I'm like broadening out their interest for 2A and stuff that they might be interested in. And I don't believe that they're going to be leaving my channel to go over there and watch theirs only and unsubscribe from me. If they do, that's fine. But I don't think we're going to lose subscribers over this at all, is my opinion. What do you guys think?
I think if we use it as a tool and use it for how we are understanding it, we'll be fine. Like Eagle just said, what about our analytics? Well, we're not streaming to get analytics. Like if I stream for you tonight on mine, I'm not streaming to help my analytics. I'm streaming to help you, Hillbilly, because it's your main show.
Yeah.
So we need to realize what we're doing here.
But isn't it going to add to your analytics for watch time?
I don't know. No. Eagle just mentioned that.
No.
I wouldn't worry about it because I understand the technology for what it is right now at this point.
I think it will.
It would help.
And in
It may.
in the end product, it does matter.
Yeah, I would
in the
say
end
so.
product, especially if you're monetized.
Yeah,
it does matter, and I'm monetized, so
but
that
I mean,
that does matter to me as far as watch time.
Yeah, I'm just saying that if we chose to say I'm gonna help Hillbilly, I'm not doing a stream. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do a small stream to kind of help him out. You got to realize what you're doing. At this point, the way it's developed, it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, in my opinion, I'm not doing a live stream on these other nights of the week, so it ain't gonna hurt my analytics any.
No,
I'm not doing anything anyhow.
Nope.
You know, the way I look at it,
it would be kind of like a voluntary thing, Hillbilly. Wouldn't the way I look at it right now? You know, if you want to volunteer to help, the fellow reloader out or streamer, content creator, you can do it.
Look, I'm just happy to be on the live streams.
Yeah,
I'm very privileged and proud to be on 2 to possibly 4 live streams a week, and I'm just happy to be part of the community, man. I'm just happy to be part of the community.
You said the part about it is,
you betcha, buddy.
The great part about it. Oh, go ahead.
Can I help us all out?
You bet, Jamie.
This is fun. This is going to be cool we're all, gotta do what we gotta do. But has anybody ever loaded BBs into shotgun shells?
Thought about it.
Yes.
You mean birdshot?
No, I mean BBs.
BBs. Yes. Right here.
But I knew that. I would think that Mark Thomas would have done that. Have you not done it, Mark?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Isn't birdshot the same as BBs?
Absolutely.
No.
No,
not even close.
Way different.
Well, I've got a couple big packs of BBs downstairs, but I don't load shotgun shells.
Yeah, but birdshot's really tiny.
Yeah. All right. Well, Jamie, lay that load down on all of us.
Okay.
Explain the BB shot coming out of a shotgun.
Okay, hold on a minute. This is a BB that you shot in your gun when you were a little kid, right?
I got a bunch of them, yeah.
All right. This is a 7.5 shot.
So tiny thing.
You can't see it, can you?
Not very well, but yeah, we can kind of get the gist of it.
Neither could the squirrel till it knocked him dead. So this BB is what you shot as a kid out of your Red Ryder BB gun, but it is illegal to use in turkey loads and shotgun shells for turkeys because it's too big. And the maximum in Georgia for turkey loads is number 2. Pollard is as loaded BBs. I knew it.
Yeah, I don't take the.
So what is the advantage or disadvantage of this?
The bigger and heavier the shot, the more momentum it's carrying. The more shot you have, which means smaller shot, means a more spread pattern and a more area covered as it expands out. So you got in shotgun, and I'm not talking about loading shotgun shells. I'm talking about when you go to the store even to pick out what load you're going to buy. You've got a decision to make as far as how heavy you want that shot as opposed to how far you want that shot to go as opposed to how much area you want to cover. Like if you're hunting doves or shooting clay pigeons in competition, you want as much shot out there spread out as far as you can get it to knock that bird down, right?
Yeah.
But if you're hunting duck or pheasant, those are a little tougher animals. You need a little heavier shot, and you need to have it more condensed, you know, kind of like that.
Well, that'd be a choice of choke at this point for me.
No, it's also goes with
No.
a choice of shot too.
Yep.
Hillbilly tell you he's a clay shooter.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah, because if you take the straight up BB and let's put a little theoretical out there. You empty one shell and put BB into another, and it's a hot enough load to propel it hard enough into a target. Yeah, BB is going to do a hell of a lot of damage.
If I'm not wrong, shotgun shells come with hard non-lead now. Places like California, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because they want to get rid of that part
Yeah.
of it.
I had to buy some steel, some steel shot shells for one range because we couldn't use lead on that range.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that brings up a whole different aspect to shot shell. When you've got those type shot, you're looking at more money.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
definitely.
Lead is soft and it's easy, you know. I mean, you know, we all can do that. But when you get into heavy shot, tungsten, bismuth, all this other stuff that's legal in non-lead states, you're looking at completely total load data. And Pat will tell you about the load data thing. You got two sets of thoughts in shotgun. And I know Pollard's going to chime in here. The idea is you ain't going to blow up a shotgun barrel, okay? Well, maybe, maybe not. The thing is, there's two schools of thought. One being that you've got to find the recipe, follow the recipe exactly. Then there's other people that say, well, let's just cut the top off a shotgun shell and throw whatever in there, and then we'll put an overcard on it, roll crimp it, and shoot it. So,
Yeah, I would suggest jumping jacks because they sure are painful when you step on them.
Back in the Western days, they actually loaded some of them with dimes in them. One guy, I can't remember his name now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, you get back to rock shot right there, the old timers. I mean, there's plenty of rock shot loaded here in these hills.
yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
You know,
Jumping
get back to
jacks,
Jamie's
shotgun
point.
shells. Talk about some Rolling Stones going on there.
Yeah,
Mhm.
shooting dimes. That's expensive. I
hey,
can't
real
do it.
quick, guys. I would
All
tell
right,
everybody make sure you get in that hashtag HBN12. We're going to do that giveaway here really soon, and we're just going to continue talking. But I'll make sure before some people have to leave, get that hashtag HBN for Hillbilly Nation 12 and have a chance on winning a prize tonight. So, Chicago Mike, how you doing, buddy? Glad you made it on here.
What's going on, old guys? How y'all doing?
Hey, now, take it easy.
what's up, young man?
Easy, Mike. Easy, Mike.
Hey, I'm just messing with y'all. I'm just messing with y'all. But just
Nice to meet you.
oh, nice to meet y'all too. Just decided to join the panel and get to know the people who I didn't meet. So I watched everybody else's channels, and I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and jump in the panel and just get to know all the rest of the folks.
Right on.
All right, so real quick, I'm doing my little test here. So I got over on my side right now, I got Hobbies Hobo, James Pollard, Mike McClune, and MCK, and DJ just jumped in. But none of them are showing up over here on the side chat. That means they're not subscribed to your channel. So everybody in your side chat's not seeing what they're saying right now. Let's put it on the screen. So I threw a link out there, guys, for you guys to come over here and subscribe, and we'll see what happens here.
Very
Right.
true
And
info.
like I said, guys, if you come here tonight, we've been talking some guns and all this and that. We are trying to figure this out, so kind of hang with us. We got a prize to give out, and we got a couple fun topics, or another fun topic to come here real soon. I just want to make sure everybody has a chance to get in that hashtag on both sides, so they can take advantage of winning this prize. So,
all right. So DJ just subscribed.
thank you, DJ, and everybody else that's new and subscribed. I appreciate that.
All right. So I guess it's working.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and bring myself up here for just a second, and I'm going to show what we are giving away. We've been giving this away for a little while now, and this is not something that is real like high dollar or nothing. This is basically just a knife that is handy to have. This right here, I'll be sending it through. It's coming from Amazon, and it does have a glass breaker on here, a seatbelt cutter. It has, let me pull it out here. It's got a fire striker. It has let me pull it out here. It's got neat little LED light that also goes back in the knife. You can use it in your knife or pull it out. It's got a magnet on it. Like I said, it's not something real high dollar, but it's handy. It's got a belt clip. The blade here, it's got serrated, straight blade, bottle opener. It's just something that's kind of handy. We keep these in the glove box of the vehicles, evidently because of the glass breaker and the seatbelt cutter. That's something that definitely would come in nice. I got like one in my range bag and stuff like that. So anyway, make sure you get that hashtag in there, and we are going to give that away here in just a minute. Let me exit back out of here. So anyway, let me pull this up here. I want to share this. We have 25 entries right now in this drawing. And let me share the screen, guys. Sorry about that. I got to get this pulled up.
I won one of these, folks, and I'll tell you what, it's a nice knife. It's great for your car, great for your range bag. It's most excellent. Mine is in my car on a visor little compartment deal right now because it's handy for me when I'm driving.
All right. Well, I appreciate that, Gene. So
that's nice stuff, man. That's nice.
Wait a minute. Before I forget, so if you highlight something there to get the hashtag HBN12, does that transfer over to your channel or not? Or do they need to jump over to your channel? Okay, I didn't think so.
They have to do it in the host chat.
Okay, all right. Well, give me 1 minute, and I will.
Okay, you bet you.
Everybody, I will tell everybody on my channel to go jump over there and get registered. So, Cafeteria Rawless and all those guys on my chat, you guys need to go over to Hillbillies, and you need to go type in the hashtag over there because it's not going to transfer.
Okay, and thanks for that, Pat, because that's something that I should have brought up just a little bit ago, but that's something I actually was wondering myself. If they would transfer through the.
Well, that's what I was talking about when you were
not. No, and I
highlighted.
I keep throwing the
Highlighting.
link. I keep throwing the link in my side chat, like Mike McClune, Alaska One, Miss Hotshot. They're throwing the HBN 12 over there. That's why I keep throwing the link, guys. You got to come over here and subscribe in order to
Yeah,
win.
might want to give it another 5 minutes.
You
Yeah.
betcha.
Mm-hmm.
You betcha. You
Give
bet.
everybody
That's
a
what-
chance.
Yeah, this is
And I'm
like,
not registering because I won last week.
yeah. Yeah, I seen you finally got yours. Most people get theirs the next day, but evidently the bunker is like 3 weeks away, for them to get it to pack, So
Yeah,
seen
I'm
you
in
did
rural
get it.
Albertistan.
I'm trying to help
Anyway,
them out
so-
here if I can. I'm just trying to get them over here because they keep doing the hashtags and it's not showing up
Okay.
over here.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
well,
just-
this is great because that way we know. Because we don't want,
Yeah.
one of us are giving out, a lot of these, streams, all you guys give out, stuff every, week on your show. So, that's what we need to figure out. And that way everybody can be eligible to, be in the drawing. Because it would suck to be like, oh man, all I had to do is go over there and comment. And I assume once you go over here and comment, then you could jump back into the other stream. That'd be fine as long as you comment on whoever's hosting, right?
Yeah.
Well, I got Ms. Hotshot back over here on this one.
Okay.
Took a
I'm
minute.
still trying to get James over, Mike McClune, and Alaska One Andy. Okay, we got Alaska One Andy now. So we got him
All right,
over here.
Yep, there he is.
Krabby Turtle did send out a link, so that way everybody on my channel could go over there and get all hashtagged up.
All right.
Chris,
Get all hashtagged up.
where's it at? Chris, where is it at? Come on, you said you were going to do it.
I've been doing it. He doesn't even notice it.
I know, but I was just trying to get his attention.
We brought
He hasn't
that out
noticed the
just
whole
for
time.
you.
Oh
Hillbilly.
man,
I've been sitting
I'm
here
watching
acting
the
like a
side
drinking
chat
and
and didn't
everything.
know that Chris was putting
That's a good one, Chris. I love it.
You were about to ask
Seltzer
me, don't
on
I
there.
double dip?
Good
Man,
thing we can't
that's
touch
the only
gun
way
right
to
now,
go.
Chris.
Double dipping.
Shoot that out of your hand, buddy. So
Hey,
what
I'm going
joke
to blow
is
this
here?
up just for Hillbilly in a video.
What the joke
Man,
is here
it's
on all
so
my
close.
videos?
I can't drink this shit, guys.
I shoot a hard seltzer, and it's just kind of a running joke on my videos. And yeah, I'm so glad you brought that to my attention because oh my goodness, I did not notice that. That's hilarious.
I think somebody needs to put on a pot of coffee.
Or make another drink.
Well, you're probably not too far off there. That's all right. Chris, I hoist a beer with you, my friend. I hoist a beer
Okay.
with you, my friend.
We think everybody's has entered.
Well, I don't even have a beer. That's that. I feel
Well,
I'm
that's
with you there,
cool.
brother.
I'm unprepared.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Like
all right.
your-
It's all right.
Mike,
Reach
So,
up and get
Dean,
Chris's hard seltzer.
No, run to the fridge, Mike. You can make it, brother. I got confidence.
put
Go for
that
it.
white
You do it.
ball down
You do it,
now and
brother.
back away.
I mean, I gotta work tomorrow. So
Well, hold on. If you drive, you got 8-hour leeway.
well,
I got a CDL too. I understand.
I drive
Yeah.
at least 10 hours every day. So
Yeah, but you got an 8-hour window. If
yeah.
you start, you gotta stop, and within 8 hours, that way you have that window.
I rather just wait until I come down to Inran to meet some of you guys who are all going.
You gonna come down to Spencer with us?
Spencer.
Yep.
When is it?
April 4th,
Love you.
or 5th, 6th, and 7th.
Good night.
We'll be at Spencer, Tennessee at Dead Zero. All are welcome. The way in is where we're all staying at, or close proximity to that. We're going to go to a Dead Zero shooting range, do a pistol day, then a rifle day, and then a hangout day.
See, I'm just now hearing that.
I'm just now telling you about it. From Neil Schlazel.
I mean,
Also
I already put him. I did put in my time to go to NRAM, so most likely I won't be there at Spencer.
I'm not sure if I'm going to do NRAM as a media or just come as a guest. I'm not sure yet.
So it definitely jumped up the entries, guys. So I hope everybody's in. Let's go ahead and we'll draw this and see who's going to win the knife here. So we'll just wind this up and roll the dice and see what happens.
It's rigged. Joke.
Oh, look at that.
Hey. Well,
damn.
Congrats.
Hey, Sanchez. All right.
Burn up, B.
He's a good
Nice.
guy.
Yes, he is.
I'm going to write this down. So
Burnaby, you will love this knife. It's got multi functions. I mean, it
Congrats.
I can't say
Oh
that.
God, here we go.
Okay. It is a great knife. It's a great knife to have in your car, your range bag. I mean, anywhere that you need something like that. It's fantastic.
Alrighty.
Hillbilly Up kind of played it down, saying, "Oh, it's just something from Amazon." But man, I got it in, and I was impressed.
There's nothing wrong with Amazon, Gene.
No.
I don't like eBay. I'd rather choose Amazon over eBay.
Yeah,
I love
eBay.
Mike. I love eBay.
The shipping on this, I can send it directly to them. So some people get it like the next day. Otherwise, I'd have to buy these, bring them here, and then by the time I go to the post office, get them mailed. It's just so much easier to ship it, from Amazon, and they get it, like the next day. Unless you're like Pat and live in a bunker, it might take a week or two.
You send it as a gift, right?
Yeah, it's a gift. And so, buddy, these come in 3 different colors. This is red. They got green, black, and blue. So what you need to do, if you don't mind, email me here at the.real.american.hillbilly@gmail, and let me know what color you want, and I need what name you want for the address and your address, where to ship it. So anyway,
go blue.
The right answer is red. Go Dogs. Woof, woof, woof.
Go red.
Yeah, Tim S says it's rigged. Wood said he is so close. My goodness. So anyway, congratulations, buddy. I mean, this is awesome. I hope everybody's enjoyed this. So now, I know that like some people may have to get off here. Jamie, I know you have plans in the morning. Some of them do. So, we got the giveaway done. If you need to jump off here, let me know, and we'll let you get your shout out for your channel and everything. But I'm going to bring up, because I got so much slack last week that when we started on this last week, and everybody's like, "Oh man, you didn't have enough time. I had more comments, or I missed this band or this person." And so like everybody's like, "Let's do that again." So we are going to go back to going around the panel, and everybody in the side chat, name like your favorite band country, rock, whatever, bluegrass, whatever it might be. And you can go ahead and name a few of them. But there's so many people that like comment like, oh man, I forgot about this band, I forgot about that band. They said they had a lot of fun. So we're here to have fun, guys, and you know this is fun for everybody. That's what we're gonna do. So anyway, Jamie, I'll start with you just in case. I don't know how much longer you need to be on here. I know you and Mark and a few of them, sometimes need to get off a little earlier than everybody else. So I want to start with you and give your spill there on your bands and stuff. You gave some last week, but maybe you thought of some more or something else that you missed. And then go ahead and share about your channel, buddy, and what you got coming up.
Well, I do. I should have been gone an hour ago. It's 12:30, and I got to be at church at 9 o'clock in the morning. So, my favorite band, I think, all time band, is probably the Eagles. I really like the Eagles. ZZ Top. I used to like Foreigner, but not so much anymore. Um, that hair stuff, the hair, like in the 80s.
Hair metal.
Hair bands. Yeah.
Hair metal.
No, it's no good. And I'm a country boy at heart, so I really like the 70s duet. And my favorites are, my favorite one of those is Tammy Wynette and George Jones. I love Tammy Wynette. I despise George Jones, but when they come together, they're great. And I shouldn't despise anybody being a Christian man, but I just find it difficult to like George Jones. Now, there's some George Jones songs that I truly love, but I can't think of them right now. So
you stop loving her today.
Look, man.
Hey,
Let me
thank you, AR.
Thank you, AR.
I gotta explain this to y'all. When that song came out, I was working for a company called B&S Music. My job was to pick out music to put on the jukeboxes.
Wow.
Okay? And that had to be one. And I bought that record to put on all of our jukeboxes. And then it got played and played and played until I was sick of hearing it. Everybody on this panel, everybody in the side chat has a song like that where they really liked it when it first came out, but they played it so much that you despise hearing it at this point.
Achy breaky heart.
Oh God.
What is achy breaky what? Heart?
You
don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, my heart just think it on the same.
Everybody start doing that.
I'm not familiar. I'm sorry.
You don't want to be familiar with that one.
The song makes
a
me
mullet
drink
guy.
White Claw.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Chris. I hoist a beer to you, my friend.
If you listen
Get a real beer. Get a real beer. Thank you.
You're probably drinking hard seltzer, but anyway.
But you want to tell a little bit about your channel and stuff too, Jamie? What you got coming up where you got to go, buddy?
I'm wanting to work on a lever action review of the Rossi Rio Grande, which is equivalent to a Marlin 1895, and it's in 4570. So I'm going to do a comparison of it and the 336 because I don't have a 4570 Marlin, but that's one of the things I'm working on. Then I want to do a video on a casting pot that's got a cast iron, so it could be used for zinc if I wanted to start into that. And then I'm going to start a series on a double barrel 16 gauge Stevens shotgun, totally refinishing that. So other than that, I've got nothing except for Friday nights on the Georgia Shooting Connection at 8 o'clock. So y'all check us out. Hope y'all be there and join us. And I want to thank all you guys for putting up with me, and I want to thank Hillbilly for for inviting me on. And
Man, always glad to have you. And guys, if you've not been to Jamie's channel, go over there. He's got some great videos. The guy has some great knowledge and does just did a great restore on a gun, an awesome gun. If you've not been on Friday nights and George's shooting connection, you're missing out. It's a lot of fun. Great way to spend the Friday night. So make sure you get over there and check him out, subscribe, and we appreciate you being on here, Jamie. Always a pleasure, buddy.
Well, thank you all, and reload some 44 special. You'll thank me later. And I'm going to get off of here, and y'all enjoy your rest of your weekend.
Love you, Jamie.
Night, Jamie.
Have a good one.
So, who's the next one that needs to go? Mark, you're setting up pretty sprite in that chair tonight.
Moondog's got to go next. We got to let Moondog go.
Yeah, I got
let Moondog go. He's good.
Okay, buddy. So you want to shout out some of your favorite bands or stuff like that, and then.
Well, just going back to Jamie saying about getting sick. I used to really love listening to U2 and Depeche Mode, but I've just through the years I've listened to them so often that I can't even listen to them anymore. But one band I from my high school days I still enjoy listening to even nowadays is probably the Beastie Boys. But one of the things I've found myself realizing I've become the old man that I always made fun of when I was a kid, because now when I'm in the car, I put on jazz. I'm talking. I prefer old school jazz from like bebop jazz from the 50s and the 40s. So if my desert island pick would probably be any of the Capitol records with Sarah Vaughan, because she just when I listen to her voice, it's just love. It just sounds like love to me. And I love all the other more famous singers like Billie Holiday and of course Ella Fitzgerald, but Sarah Vaughan's always been my go-to listen. So I don't know if that counts as a band, but whatever.
Yeah, and I will tell you right now, Moondog, as long as you got your cardigan on and your Docker shoes, your Dockers and stuff, it's okay to listen to all that old stuff, buddy.
I want to torture my kids in the car. That's what I want to do. Is like they want to listen to all the current music that I don't even know who they're listening to nowadays. And, yeah, and they're like, oh, I got to put Dad's in the car, jazz station now.
All right. Well, what y'all you got coming up, bud, on your channel?
Yeah, I'm working on a review of a Phoenix weapon light, and I got the chance to meet those guys at the booth at SHOT Show. But I was always familiar with them as just EDC lights, and I didn't even know that they had weapon lights, and they're apparently fairly new on their product line. So I'm working on that review, so it should be up in a couple of weeks. I'm still also finishing up my last couple of videos from SHOT Show. So those are. I've got a one from Anderson Manufacturing. They have their Glock-alike pistol, and they had some really nice Cerakote custom jobs that they were showing at SHOT Show. So that video is coming up in the next couple of days. So look for that, and I'll post up in the live stream before I jump off just a link, because I think I screwed it up when I posted up all the 3 links together, and it just kind of all jammed up together. It all was kind of confusing, but anyway, and hopefully I'll get with church schedule, Easter coming up, we'll see if I can rejoin you guys next week, but can't make any promises. They schedule my wife for cantering sometimes on the Saturday night masses, so I gotta join her.
You bet you, buddy. Well, always appreciate you jumping on when you can. I mean, it's always a blast to have you. And and again, if you've not been over to Moondog's channel, I mean, you're missing out. You got some great, it's all around great stuff. So make sure you get over there and check him out and subscribe to him. And we appreciate you having you on tonight, buddy. Thanks for joining us.
No worries. Be safe, guys.
All right, buddy.
Moon
We'll
dog.
see you. So, who's up next? Who's